Hey, good morning, folks. I'm Live Chief Meteorologist Mark Torregrossa here with the MLive Morning Weather Update. Did I entice you with the word flip-flops? Yeah, Sunday looks just flat out summery with highs in the 80s. Actually, the next several days look quite warm. What is normal right now? I looked. 74 is the average high temperature in about the southern half of Lower Michigan, and in the northern half of Lower Michigan, about 72-ish would be a good number to use. So when we're talking about warm temperatures, upper 70s to mid 80s is quite warm for this time of the year. Not unheard of, not record highs. We've had 90s in September, but definitely warm weather on the way. All right, satellite picture. Good morning, Larry Puskar. Satellite picture shows a lot of Lower Michigan has clear skies, but northern Lower Michigan from Ludington, Frankfort to the Traverse City area up to the Mackinac Bridge, you have a lazy bank of clouds, nothing showing up on radar, and our models trying to indicate maybe some light patchy drizzle, but I don't really think you'll have a whole lot to deal with. Here is that radar, and as you can see, nothing showing up on it. So it looks like a really nice day. We should have more and more sunshine through the day if you don't already. Southern lower, you're in the sunshine already and should stay that way. Let's see, Kyle Edmark heading to Vegas this weekend. Boy, you travel a lot of places, Kyle Edmark. Lucky. Turning 40, seeing Eagles play. So here's the radar forecast. Through the day today, nothing. Dry everywhere. Mostly sunny. Through Friday, this is Friday evening, by 7, 8 o'clock, dry. Maybe by late evening, showers come across the UP and brief light shower in the far northern part of Lower Michigan. Now Saturday, Friday night into Saturday, we will have some spotty showers. Spotty, the emphasis. I'm talking about, by the way, I already have my weekend forecast up, and I've been just trying to emphasize that 1 or 2 or 3 hours with a few showers in them, northern Lower Michigan Saturday morning, shifting into spotty southern Lower Michigan, with the southern half of Lower Michigan mostly staying dry, but I want you to be aware of a couple of showers. So here is the rain forecast in 6-hour increments. And again, we're going to ignore this because the European model will often forecast a light patch of rain when it's just cloudy. So dry today, this is tomorrow, dry. Now, Friday night into early Saturday morning, up to 8 a.m. Look at that, a couple of spots of 1/10 of an inch. 8 a.m. to 2 p.m., Traverse City, northeast, the Sunrise side. Someone's drywalling on the comments. And so Saturday morning, couple of showers, Traverse City, Cadillac, Honor, Ludington, Manistee. Saturday afternoon into early evening. Minimal coverage. The gray you see there is less than 1/10 of an inch. The green you see over Ann Arbor is 1/10 of an inch. So yeah, you could have a couple of spotty showers there. Then we go into Sunday, it's dry, and then we start to look for really needing a rainfall. I really want to emphasize you should start watering your shrubs and trees that are not established. If they've been growing for a long time, they're down into soil that has moisture, but if they are freshly planted, they could be drying out right now. So let's look. I almost dragged out a tropical shirt. I don't know if you would call this that I'm wearing a tropical shirt. No, I guess I wouldn't. But it's definitely a summery shirt with the short sleeves, and we're going to need it. I want to show you the upper airflow. The upper airflow, I think it's pretty easy for you. if you see this big bend and this big cold pull down, we're cold. If you see this big bend the other way and this big warm dome, we're warm. And you're going to see the warm dome a lot in this forecast, as I've been anticipating. So we'll go out 15 days on this. So here's the trough moving on to the east, and then we get into Friday afternoon. Note the ridge building toward Michigan. And then here's Saturday. That little system kind of just flattens the ridge out a little bit, but then by Sunday morning and afternoon, it's over us. That pattern right there, high pressure over the Great Lakes, sinking air, that means we're looking at sunshine and warm temperatures. This is Sunday night. The ridge has cut off over us. It's about one of the warmest, driest patterns you can have in an upper airflow. This is Tuesday morning. The summer's still hanging on. When does something crash it? Well, doesn't. This is next Thursday and next Friday. The ridge still hanging in there, a trough off to the west, trying to head our way. And this model, many models, show the next upper low, cooler, cold down, showery pattern coming in, not until about the next weekend or after that. Way too far out to get worried about the next weekend, but right now, our current weekend looks fantastic. And for today, let's call it 80 in Grand Rapids, and probably about the same in Kalamazoo and Lansing and Jackson, Ann Arbor, Detroit, 79, 80 degrees, Flint, Saginaw, the Thumb. You go northward, Cadillac, low 70s, Traverse City, low 70s, gorgeous. Add some on tomorrow, get us into the low 80s, a lot of 81, 82s. Southern half, southern 2/3 of the state. Traverse City starts to head toward 80. This is Saturday. We have the clouds around, so that kind of just holds temperatures, upper 70s to low 80s to maybe 85-ish in Detroit. Look at Sunday. As I expected, it's finally showed up. We're talking 83 in Traverse City. We're talking 85 to 88-ish for most of the southern 2/3 of lower Michigan. So very warm. Monday, that continues to inch our way and add on a couple of degrees. That Monday upper level ridge over us could make us have a 90-degree reading someplace. And next Tuesday, this is only 4 and 5 days out now, so the models are pretty good at that. And next Wednesday and next week could be a week all in the 80s. This doesn't show any sort of cool down till we get to about September 24th or 25th. And the Climate Prediction Center, they make the long-range forecasts kind of in general terms. They tend to agree. They have a 6 to 10 day forecast, which would be September 16th to the 20th. They have it as a strong chance of warmer than normal conditions and drier than normal. And then the 8 to 14 day out to September 24th, still a strong chance of warmer than normal conditions. And they start to erode away the drier than normal conditions. So it is almost full-blown summer. It's not July summer type weather, but it's certainly, mid-August type weather, and it's going to be fantastic. Just keep the garden hose going on the things that you want to stay alive in this drought, and let's hope that it's not something that continues, because we would be going back quickly into drought in a lot of places because of subsoil moisture, very dry after spotty summer rainfall. There's your morning weather update by me, Mark Torregrossa, and MLive, and it looks great for flip-flops and summer gear. Take care.